Ben. Thanks for earlier. I can't believe we randomly met. I was so surprised. I thought I noticed a familiar face when I was taking orders.
I was pretty surprised too. Don't you think you were a bit too keen to ask for my number?
But if we just left it as it was, we might have never met again.
You were at work, though. Doesn't your boss get angry if you're chatting to customers like that?
It's fine. The manager wasn't there anyway. I've been there for the longest time out of all the part-timers, so no one would say anything to me.
Oh, it's part-time?
Yeah. It's hard to get a full-time job these days. I was a full-timer at a chain restaurant before, but I gave that up.
That was before you left me and Rebecca to go and run off with that other guy. That was 13 years ago now. I really didn't think I'd end up seeing you again.
That was just because I was young and dumb. I broke up with that guy pretty soon after that. It was a waste of space. So now I'm living alone.
What? After running away with him, you broke up?
We just didn't have the same values. It was a shame. I thought that it was fate that we met and fell in love. But then again, people can change so fast.
So in the end, you just got a bit caught up in the excitement of it all? It was completely pointless. Why did you throw me out like a piece of trash?
Am I getting the sense that you'd like me to come home? You're all alone by yourself, right? You can't get me out of your head, can you?
This isn't a joke. The only reason I can't forget about you is because I'm scarred by all the pain you caused. That's it. I don't think I'll be more hurt by anyone in my whole life. There's not a single part of me, not even a tiny part, that wants you to come home.
I could say the same to you. I'd never take back a guy as dull as you. Not even if you begged me on your knees. Your face is also kind of ugly. You really are a weathered businessman now.
Why did you want to get in touch with me then?
Because I wanted to say something to you, silly. Let me have my daughter back. Come on.
What are you asking me exactly? I'm not sure I understand.
I'm saying that I want Rebecca back. I couldn't forget about her at all since we broke up. 13 years! It's been too long. I love her to bits.
You love her to bits, do you? Look who's talking. The woman who was so ready to leave her daughter to run off with her lover.
That was a painful decision for me to make. Don't be a meanie right now. I couldn't do anything. He hated children. I really, really wanted to take her with me.
You say that a lot. You haven't changed since 13 years ago, though. Actually, no. You definitely have changed. You've become even worse of a person in that time.
Rebecca is in high school now, right? She's a fully grown woman now. It's best if she's with her mother. She needs to be taught things that you can't teach her.
Don't give me all this trash. You aren't a fit mother for her.
Wouldn't you be more relaxed if she's spending time with a parent of her own sex? I feel sorry for her, having to go through all these bodily changes and stuff with just her dad.
It's a lot better than her being with you. How can you be making arguments to have her back at your own convenience when you're the one who left her?
Rebecca is going to a school for bright kids, right? But I heard that she does most of the housework. Didn't you say that when we met at the restaurant? If she's so bright, she should be studying. I want to take care of the house and let her focus.
Is that right? There is definitely something fishy going on here. You've got something up your sleeve, haven't you?
That's the honest reason why I want to come home. Why don't you believe me? I just want to live with my daughter again. I swear my intentions are pure. I just want her back. I went through all that pain to bring her into this world. I want to see her again.
When we met again the other day, you didn't seem interested in hearing about her. Well, whatever. It's okay.
Really? You'll let me?
While we've been messaging, I've been talking to Rebecca. I asked her what she thought about you wanting her to be with you. She said she wanted to be with you straight away.
You really asked her what her opinion of it all was?
Of course I did. Even if I hate you, it has nothing to do with her. We have to let Rebecca do what she wants to do.
Yeah, that's right. And she said that she wants to be with me? I told you that she'd rather be with her mom than her dad.
What can I say?
It must feel terrible to have lived with her for 13 years and then watch her choose me over you. Don't tell me she hates you. Look who's the failure of a parent now.
A failure? You're the one person in this whole world that I don't want to hear that from. Anyway, Rebecca will go to your place soon. Look after her.
Well, you're so easygoing about this. That's a bit off, don't you think? If you give her up that easy, surely that's a sign that you don't love her enough.
What good would it do if I was grumpy about it? Besides, I don't think it's a bad idea for her to spend a little bit of time living with you. The last time you met her, she was 3 years old.
I bet she's all beautiful like me now.
Her mother may be a right piece of work, but she's sure beautiful.
Thank God she doesn't look like you. Shouldn't you thank me for that?
I think you'll be surprised when you see her. She's fully grown up now.
Rebecca and I are off shopping now. A girl's shopping day is always great fun. And she definitely can't do that with you, can she?
Look after her from today. Will you eat together?
Yeah, we'll have dinner together tonight. I'm planning on taking her out for something really yummy. Can you guess what it is? You'll never get it. We're going out to a 5-star rated Italian restaurant downtown.
Wow. You have money for a nice restaurant? I thought you only have a part-time job.
I've got some savings. I can make it work. I want to treat Rebecca to the good life for a little bit. Not like the way you treat her.
So you plan to butter her up? You don't have the money to be doing that kind of thing. You'll only regret it if you go broke trying to impress her.
I'm fine. I'm only taking her out for a meal. The first impression is always the most important when you're trying to get close to someone. It's the same with Rebecca. Also, I have to show her that I'm at a different level to you.
You're trying to show her you're better than me by buying her stuff? Didn't anyone ever tell you that money doesn't buy happiness? It doesn't buy love either.
Yeah. That's exactly what a dad who was abandoned by his wife and daughter would say.
That's a bit of a low blow.
You can barely call yourself a father if she chose me. Is there any point of fathers existing anyway? Rebecca will forget about you so fast. We're going to live just the two of us from now on.
I guess. You're going to really look after her, aren't you? You aren't just going to throw her out if something comes up. Lucy, did you try to call me? I've got about 10 messages on my voicemail. What happened?
I couldn't get through to you, so I thought I'd have to go to your house. What are you doing?
I'm at work, as always.
Please take Rebecca back. You can have her.
Why? What happened?
You were right all along. I can't raise her.
Wait a second. Am I mistaken? It's only been 5 days since you took her in.
I'll be broke in no time if she stays with me. How much do you think I've spent in the last 5 days? Go on. Guess.
I don't know. How much? Why? Did you go out and buy a brand handbag or something?
No, I didn't buy anything fun. It all went to food. Where did she get that appetite from? She can eat like a horse.
Oh, didn't I say? Rebecca has an absolutely enormous appetite.
But she's so slim. Where does it all go? Isn't it strange?
I guess she can just stretch out her stomach. She always has seconds and thirds. The amount she eats has increased year on year, but it's ridiculous at the moment with all the sport she does.
Today I was off, so I took her to an Italian place.
And? Are you going to tell me that she ate all of your pasta or something?
Well, it was a super expensive restaurant, and she kept ordering all of the expensive dishes. She went straight for the truffles and lobster. It was crazy. The price came close to $200 for the both of us. I couldn't believe it.
Wow, she really outdid herself this time. That is a lot. I'm so jealous. I want to eat that kind of food. Take me too next time, won't you?
Don't joke around. I've probably spent upwards of $500 in these 5 days alone. I've used up all my savings, and I can't afford to max out my credit cards paying for all this. I can't raise a kid who costs that much.
So you're just going to give up? What about being a parent to her? Will you just give up on that again?
It's not my fault. I can't afford to pay for her. I didn't think she'd cost this much money. I wouldn't have taken her in if I'd known.
So even though you knew that you couldn't afford to pay for her, you took her in. This is the same as when you abandoned her 13 years ago. You can't just keep doing things with the best intentions in mind and expecting them to work out for you.
You know, she's a spitting image of you now. She's always looking down on me, telling me I'm nothing compared to you. She always says that you do things differently, and she never stops comparing us.
It really sounds like you're heartbroken. A fall from grace, maybe? You seem to have gotten down from that high horse of yours.
Of course my heart is broken. She shows me how much she despises me every day with the way she speaks to me. No matter what I say back to her, she just breaks me down with some logical argument.
You've been trampled on by your own daughter.
She's horrible. She asked me if I was born human scum or if it was something I just learned 13 years ago. And she didn't even say thank you for paying for her Italian feast. No gratitude whatsoever.
I mean, she was just telling you the truth. Isn't it just common sense that it costs money to raise a child? Rebecca's also a scholarship student, so you don't even have to spend money on her schooling.
No! She told me that her scholarship got cut.
What do you mean, got cut?
She was missing classes and her grades dropped, so her scholarship got cut. That's what she told me. Don't you know about it?
Well, now you mention it. She told me a little bit about that before she went to live with you. She told me that if she went to live with you, then she might give up on studying.
Why?
She said that she doesn't want to be a burden to me and make me pay money for her, so she'd try hard. But if she was living with you, she didn't care. She said that she didn't mind making things a bit tough for you.
That's so mean. Why? Why would she say something like that? And how about when she ordered all the expensive items at the restaurant? Was that just to make me shell out?
I think it probably was, yeah. She's very reserved when she goes out for dinner with me. She never orders anything expensive. She's very humble.
So why is her attitude different only with me then? She came to live with me because she likes me, right?
Isn't it obvious that she doesn't like you? I've thought she's hated you for as long as I can remember. She did tell me that if she ever got the chance to see you, she'd take revenge on you in my place.
She thinks I abandoned you two? That's not what happened. I left her with you because the man I was with hated children. I didn't want to leave her.
It doesn't really matter what you felt. Leaving her behind is the same as abandoning her.
That's what she said too. She wouldn't listen to anything I had to say.
She doesn't like you because you made things so tough for me. She's a daddy's girl for sure. She always thinks about me and does housework to help me out. She's so kind.
Kind? How is she kind? She doesn't help around the house at all, and she's always feisty with me.
So she was being feisty, but you still took her out for an expensive dinner?
She seemed normal at the start of the day, but her mood got way worse as the day went on.
She's a strong character, isn't she? She knows what she likes and what she doesn't. She doesn't have any sympathy for the people she doesn't like.
I just can't believe she wanted to come to live with me just to make my life difficult. That's just plain evil.
Her losing her scholarship is also terrible for her, though. Her tuition is really expensive.
Really? I thought that she'd help me out with money when she got a job after graduating. I was thinking that I'd take her out of high school straight away when she lost the scholarship. I don't want her going to high school if I've got to pay everything for it.
You can't make her drop out. Rebecca is a strong girl. She's only going to try and cause you more stress in whatever way she can. She's going to use all of her energy to make sure your life is unpleasant.
Evil! She's evil! I can't do this. Take this evil kid away from me.
Don't say that. I chatted with her on the phone last night, but she said that she'd be happy if she could stay with you from now on.
What? What is she thinking? She wants to live with someone she hates just to get revenge?
I'm not sure, but I do know that I should respect her opinion. So, I'll be leaving her to you.
Come on, please. Please say you'll take her back. I can't handle her.
But she'd be happier with her mother. You said that yourself. You said that fathers have no reason to exist.
I know I said that. I was wrong, and I'm admitting it. Is that not enough? I'm sorry.
Okay. I can come and get her, but I'm busy at the moment. I'll come pick her up in a couple of days.
Don't be so nonchalant about this. As it is, she's already eaten my savings. I've got nothing left.
You don't need to buy her food. If you buy her exactly what she says, then it'll get pricey.
She threatened to report me to social services if I didn't buy her what she wants. She'll tell them that I don't feed her enough.
Scary stuff.
Rebecca is evil, I'm telling you. How did you raise her to be like this?
I don't know what to tell you. She's an angel with me. Rebecca, if you kick her out of your house or pull any moves like that, she'll report you to the police.
She's capable of anything. That witch. All this talk of police. I'm genuinely sorry.
Anyway, have fun looking after her. It's your punishment for trying to have a bit of fun by taking her away from me. You said that you missed Rebecca, but you really just wanted her to work and give you money, didn't you?
If I admit to it, will you take her off my hands? I promise I'll never go near you two ever again. So please come and get her.
Why do you think this has happened? I can't believe it's not even been a week and you can't handle it.
I was selfish, okay? I was stupid. I was wrong. What else do you want from me? Won't you forgive me?
You're exactly as useless as I thought you'd be. And Rebecca is stronger than I ever thought she could be. If you've learned anything from this, you won't come near us again. Because for Rebecca and me, there's no point in mothers existing. When I collected Rebecca, I was met with a nonchalant daughter and a thoroughly disheartened and defeated ex-wife. Lucy's purse and mind were completely drained by Rebecca. When we got home, Rebecca thanked me for the chance to teach her mom a lesson. But I was the one that wanted to thank her. I knew that sending a ravenous Rebecca to live with Lucy would cause her financial problems. I thought she'd give up immediately and send Rebecca back to me. But I didn't expect Rebecca to lay into her so much. It really does seem like Rebecca only wanted to live with her mother to get revenge for how she made me feel all those years ago. Lucy ran out of her savings and she's now completely broke. When she was living with Lucy, Rebecca heard her call a friend and asked to borrow money. But the person on the other end shouted at her. Apparently, she never paid that person back the last time they lent her money. It seems like any friends that would have lent her money before have cut all ties. That's just her reward for trying to have her cake and eat it. From now on, Rebecca and I will carry on living and do our best to forget about Lucy completely. I just want us to have a fun life, just the two of us, and I look forward to the bright future that lies ahead.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button.